And all right. Episode number 25, y'all. What a time. I mean, it's a beautiful episode number. Who doesn't like the number 25? I mean, if you don't, you're fucking out of here, dude. You're out of here, pal. So it's important that you don't. Hold on. Can you hear me? Let's see. Can everybody hear me? Fantastic. All right. Um, Listen, thank you guys for being here tonight. What a time it is. What a time. Thank you. As long as you can hear me fine, that's all I give a diggity dang darn steed about. Here we go. Now, just so we hit everybody correctly, everybody knows this is a call-in show. That means if you want to call into the show, you hit the link, you call in, pal. If you want to call in, you got to hit that link. It's pinned in the chat. You just can't miss it. Just can't miss it. It's pinned in the chat. You hit that link. It's also pinned in the description, so you double can't miss it with your silly little ass. So it's pinned in the chat. You want to call in, we could have a conversation. You could stay anonymous. You do not have to get on camera, obviously. Matter of fact, almost nobody I put on camera. So I want to talk about green flags today because you guys tend to overlook green flags. I don't know why. You avoid them. You tend to focus on the red too much, like a goddamn bull. And for some of you, you're not bulls. You're donkeys. You should be looking for green. You need to start looking for qualifiers as opposed to disqualifiers. Because qualifiers are the positive signs that you should be kind of looking for. And the positives, many times, can override the negatives, depending on who and what you're dealing with. And I say what you're dealing with because we don't know what kind of people you tend to choose and pull into your life. Yes, some of them are ugly ducklings. And I mean ugly in the soul. I don't mean the face. Just some ugly people. Just some ugly people, man. All right. More importantly than anything, we're getting past the point. Now, when we talk about green flags, I'm gonna state this very clearly. When I discuss my green flags here, I'm gonna choose 10 because 10 is an even number. It plays our same game. We like 10. 10's round and fat number. So no complaining there. Shout out to Austin for the super chat. Appreciate you, Austin. See, I love Austin for the super chat. And those who don't like my shout outs, well, I'm sorry. That's just a part of the fucking game here, pal. You're gonna have to deal with it. Because I give shout outs to everybody who donates or is a part of this, who shows love. And guess what? You ain't showing love, you gets no love. Makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Number one. Their words match their actions. Big one. Hello, big one. They do what they say. And by the way, fellas, this goes for you too when it comes to you looking at women that you want to take out. Yeah, they're available when they say they are. They respond optimistically. They're not playing games with you. So I'm going to reverse the Uno card tonight because I feel like it. They do what they say. They act accordingly. They're functional and semi-predictable. They don't leave you skating on ice like Bambi. Unstable. Doesn't work that way. And the more you can understand that this kind of do as I say, at least you know what you're getting. At least when you peek around the curtain, big green flag. And that means date. That means action of giving. Go down the list. They do what they say they're going to do. And if they can't do it, they're honest about it and they tell you right up front. Big one. And many of you you avoid this. All right, shout out to Stephanie. Appreciate Stephanie for the jewels. Much love, girl. Number two. And by the way, big one as well. God damn it. Number two. They make it easy to know their interest level. They make it easy to know where they stand. They don't leave you confused. And by the way, this goes for both. By the way, all these flags are for both. So ladies, don't sit up here, stand up from the desk, high-fiving each other. This is for you too, pal. This is for you too. And plenty of you do this. It's just the problem is you don't hear the complaining on the internet as much. So you wouldn't know that you do this. You do it all the time. And if you were to look back at your actions, you realize, well, I actually do that to like 90% of the guys that hit me up. Yeah, the ones you don't like. Okay, yeah, the ones you don't like, but you keep entertaining them for attention. So which one is it? I'm going to call you out too. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You better make it easy. Make it easy to access. Make it easy to take out. Make it easy to get out. They make it easy to see them. It's not hard. It's not complicated here. Okay? So we got to stop the cat. Number 3. They're genuinely curious about you. They actually ask questions about you. They actually want to know. They actually follow up on questions they've asked you. And the reason why this one's important is because they actually want to know who the fuck they're taking out or who the fuck they're going out with. That's pretty simple. You actually want to know them. And the reason this is a green flag is because, listen, people who keep it very, very surface level, very up here, very surface. Austin, did you just send a 99-cent super sticker? Sick of you, bro. Shout out to you, but 99 cents. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, they're genuinely curious. These are the people that express interest, but also actually ask questions. And I mean via text, via voice note, whatever the fuck ever. They actually want to know about you, your choices, your friends, your, whatever, your work life. They care. Because the reason they care is because they're trying to sense who you are, because who you are is a big indicator on what they want to do moving forward with you. Maybe you're less compatible. Maybe you're more. Doesn't matter. You get the point. Shout out to Austin. Oh, shout out to Austin for the 19. See, Austin got the super chat going now. Ask some questions. I don't know why some of you people, fellas, you too. Matter of fact, maybe even more on you, fellas. You better ask some questions. And if you don't feel like asking questions to her, then you're with the wrong girl. If you don't want to understand how she came about to this place, you're with the wrong one. Shout out to Austin. You're with the wrong one. Now, somebody would say, what if he doesn't like my friends, like Jordan just asked? Okay, maybe your friends are a bunch of thotty totties, a bunch of thotty mommies. And that's right. Maybe they play too much. Maybe they tease too much. Yeah, maybe your friends have a good reason not to like their silly ass. Maybe they're really not likable. You ever think about that one? I have. Maybe your friends aren't likable. Fact. I understand that big time. Number 4. And by the way, as I go down this list of 10, guys, understand something. If you want to call in, I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to say this across the board. But when people want to call into the show tonight, you got to hit that link. It's pinned in the chat. That's how you get into the show tonight. Okay? And then you enter my backstage. That's how you get backstage. And I see when you come backstage. So you can't trick me. You can't tell me I hit the link. No, you didn't. Because I don't see you back here, dude. I will see you when you hit backstage. Everybody that's always tagged on and hit the stage, I see them. So you can't fool me. Number 4, you can be yourself around them. See, ladies, and this is specifically to the ladies. And I know, ladies, you feel the same way, but hear me out. Hear me out. When a guy feels like he can be more of himself around you because you're fun, you lack judgmental abilities in that time, or you don't want to judge at the moment, he feels free. And when a guy feels like he can be himself and free, he's thinking gut instinct is wifey material. Now, he can work his way out of that, but that's the gut feeling of, wow, I could be myself. I feel free. I can make jokes. I can laugh. I can fucking be whatever. And she's going to be like, wow. The minute he started saying something, you're like, really? What made you do that? Why would you go there? He's thinking in his head, yeah, this is the last time I was here. I may pound town this thing, but that's the last time. I don't see this going long term. Our systems don't align. Not interested. How about that one? Just not interested. Number 5. Number 5. Yeah, y'all. You want to call in? You got to call in. You already know what the deal is. I'm going to keep reminding you. Anybody who wants to call in, you got to hit that link. Number 5. They respect the physical and personal boundaries out the gate without you having to go. Let me repeat that. Number 5. They respect your personal boundaries without you having to go, get off me. Get off me, you fucking creepazoid. I can't even believe you crossed that line. We were just having a blast, giggling and laughing, and here you come along tickling me like I'm some Elmo doll. The nerve of you. You touch my nipple. You touch my nipple thinking it's all fun and games. It ain't fun and games, bro. See, a big one. He shouldn't have got there. That's my point. That should have never happened. That should have never happened, pal. So it's a green flag that he can see, assess, and not. I'm talking about he's and she's now. See what we got myself into? I'm talking gender. See what you did here? He didn't mean to touch the nipple. He was just reaching over, and he, the point is, you don't have to remind them to not break boundary. Yeah, actually, that's a good one because he's composed. That means he or she. Let's talk about he for now. Why don't we? Shall we? That means he's composed. That means he knows how to regulate himself. He knows how to control himself. And if he knows how to control himself, big red. I'm sorry, big green. Big green. Big green. A guy who cannot control himself is a liability, not only to the world, but definitely to you and to himself. A guy that can control himself. You ladies don't understand men in this, what they feel, because they don't verbalize it. You're not hearing it on the internet. They don't really they understand what they feel. Don't let them confuse you. They feel it. Oh, they fucking feel it. They just don't express it because every time they do, they get called either, ew, that's an ick, or wow, that's aggressive, toxic. So they just rather not do it. But if you keep penalizing them for doing that, anyway, different topic. But a guy that can control his emotional state, as I see you, I'm going to get to right after these. A guy that can control his emotional state into his action is a green flag. And you need to notice even the little details, even when he gets frustrated, when something doesn't go his way, or when he takes an L in a bowling game that you had. By the way, worst feeling in the world. I'll tell you one thing right now. My worst feeling in the world is I'm bowling with you and you're beating me. Honestly, the fumes that go inside of me. I don't care who it is, by the way. Friend, my mother, my grandmother. Yo, bro, you beat me right now? You're beating me? I'm fuming. The inside, I can't even express the way I'm feeling right now. I'm sitting down in a fume state. My fire inside is fiery right now. There's no way you're about to beat me in this game. So that's if he can control himself in those environments, it's pretty good. Six. They can communicate through disagreements and friction. When you're dealing with somebody that can communicate through friction, you're dealing with a winner. When you escalate and they escalate higher, that becomes a little red flaggy. But when you escalate and they understand, yes, they can get a little mad, but then they meet you here and they know how to de-escalate. And you guys can work through the moment together, and they even initiate maybe the work through. Ooh, big green. Big green. Huge. 7. They reciprocate true interest. True interest. They're not afraid to put their heart on their sleeve. When you're dealing with a person, I don't mean man, I mean a person. You too, ladies. When you're dealing with a person who's afraid to put a little bit of that heart on their sleeve, you're a liability. You're a liability. And I don't want anything to do with you. Lack of vulnerability, lack of honesty, lack of showing your true self, lack of the intention or ability to be seen. You're straight out liability, honestly. You're trying to protect yourself a little bit too much. This is not what relationships are for. Relationships are not about protection. If it was about protection, you better go in your room and get Trojan. Go in your own room by yourself and get Trojan. Or get your little buddy Frankie who's in the nightstand next to you. Frankie will help you at that. Okay, you can keep that to yourself. Relationships are not for the ultimate place of ultimate safety. It's a risk. It's a risk. That's what relationships are. You don't like it? You're done. 8, their life is full. They don't need you right now. They like you, but they're busy. They're not solely focused on you, because when you're solely focused on somebody, that means everything they do and everything they don't do, you become overly sensitized to. You understand that part real quick. Many of you do. It's too early for you to be this sensitive. It's too early for you to need every little detail. Oh, he took 2 hours. I need him to reply. Oh my God, my life is in shambles. You met this guy last week. How's your life in shambles? Pathetic. Pathetic. And if you don't have a rich life, your life's bound to be pathetic. So you can either have a pathetic life or you can have a rich one. Now, which one is that you have? Which one? Number 9. As you get to know them, they don't start pulling away. Matter of fact, you feel more secure as time goes on. More secure. Not less. Not it gets comfortable and then they just want to say, maybe it's not for me. Or maybe I'm going to pull back. Or maybe I'm a little too comfortable here. No, no, no. And no, no, no. And for number 10, I'm going to hold off on number 10. I'm going to hold off on that one because I want to get in Jasmine. All right? All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Jess, have we spoke before?
No.
Oh, we haven't. That's fine.
Okay, I'm 29. I've been dating someone for almost 4 months. He's 37.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's 37.
Where are you based, Jazz?
In New York.
Oh, what part?
Long Island City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, close. Neighbors. All right, what you got?
Okay, we kind of had some conflict 2 weeks ago regarding dating apps and the usage of them.
Remind me how long you guys been dating? Sorry.
3.5 months.
All right. I'm going to ask more questions after you explain, so go ahead.
Okay. I was still on Hinge, just like a muted profile, but I could still see my previous matches. And I could see that he was still on Hinge. I brought up the conversation, just saying like, I didn't like it. And obviously I'm still on it. And he expressed that he has no interest in being on the app and that he doesn't want to see anyone else. Not like that we were official or anything, but just that conversation, we kind of tabled it. I deleted the app. I created today a fake Hinge app and he's still on it. So I kind of just I actually just texted him. So it's like real time. He hasn't even responded. And I just expressed that I think it's completely disrespectful if you're still on the app, especially after our last conversation, that if you still need to be on that, it's not this isn't for me. And I guess, I don't know.
All right. So let me ask my questions first. You've been dating for 3.5 months. He's 37. You're 29, right? He lives in New York, I assume?
Yeah, 10 minutes from me.
10 minutes from you. How often do you guys see each other?
Maybe 3 times a week, 2-3 times, depends.
2 or 3 times. How often do you guys talk? Every day, basically?
Yeah, every day.
I assume intimacy is probably part of the conversation. It's already happened.
Yeah.
Out the way. No problem. Now, the dating apps get tricky, and I understand. Has he indicated along the way at any moment in time, just throughout the time of you hanging out with him or your communication with him, that he's been seeing somebody else?
No.
Has he shown any of that?
No.
Okay. So he's still on. And when did you hop off?
Well, I mean, I was on it this whole time because I saw that his profile was
Sure,
still on it.
sure, but when did you finally create the
Like
new
when
one?
we had that conversation
When
immediately
was that?
after, 2 weeks ago.
All right. So he was still on it apparently. And how'd you find him? You just started swiping?
Like, how did I find him today?
Yeah.
I created a fake
Well, how does that
profile.
work? I don't. You just start swiping and you find him?
Yeah, like you can just I filtered for like his age group and the distance, and he came up like 3 swipes later. It's pretty crazy.
And what'd you text him?
Okay. I said, you can call me if you want, or we could talk about this tomorrow in person. I said, after dating for 3-4 months, keeping your options open on a dating app is flat out disrespectful. If you need to be on Hinge at this point, then this isn't for me. We had this discussion a few weeks ago and completely deleted mine, and you did not.
And when did you say that to him?
10:10.
That's fair, right? Listen, that's fair for you to voice that. I can understand that. I don't
Oh,
think
he
there's
just
anything
texted
crazy about that.
back.
Uh-oh. Real time. What'd he say?
He said, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know you deleted yours, but yeah, we can talk.
Hold on. He didn't know?
I mean, we literally had to this
But you didn't
discussion.
tell him?
But why do I have to say like verbatim? I'm deleting that.
But well, here's the thing, right? You're the one who wanted it off because you were still on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I hear you. I hear your frustration, but my point is,
Yeah,
you
but
were
I
still
feel like
on
it was established without like saying those words directly. We said we don't want to be like seeing anyone else. I have no interest in like being on the app. That is
Okay.
specifically what's been said. So I feel
Okay.
like that's the same thing as saying like I'm gonna delete the app.
Okay. Do you get this? Do you want how interested are you in this guy? 1 to 10.
Very like a 10.
How much do you think he's in you?
Honestly, like a 10. Like, well, maybe not a 10 because of this. And maybe
No,
I'm like naive and I just like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if he's active on it, and that's what maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
Yeah, but like if we had that conversation, if it upset me, like just delete the app.
Fair, but if he thought you were still on it, he's like, why is she still on it?
But that was his point before. He's like, I saw you were still on the app.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not on
Okay,
it.
so delete it and you talk tomorrow. If he doesn't want to delete it, then you can end it, right?
Is it that easy? Like I feel like
You feel like
I feel disrespected. I don't know.
Okay, you can feel that way. I can understand that.
Okay.
It's fair to feel that way. I'm just saying, listen, my point is if you want to have a detailed conversation about it, you should. And you say, listen, if you want to be on it, no problem. We can keep doing this, but I'm not going to do this with you.
But if that's the second time we're having this conversation,
but he didn't. Okay, fair enough. But how about this? If you want me to tell you what you want me to just be honest with you. You want me to say yes, leave him?
That's what I'm gonna say.
No, because you don't want me. You don't want to do that, and you're not going to do that. So why would I even tell you that?
Okay.
I know you're not going to do that. I know that for a fact. So it doesn't matter if I say that. You want to talk to him and you want to move it forward. If he wants to delete, he deletes, and you guys can continue down this path. If he doesn't, then then you can leave him. But I know you're not going to leave him.
But I feel like it's coming to that point that like at 4 months, if we're not in a relationship and we're seeing each other this much.
Yeah, but fair. But you were also on them.
Yeah, and I'm no longer.
3.5 months. 3.5 months in, you were also on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the point for you. Okay.
Okay.
So why don't you? Okay, so why don't you just have a clarifying conversation? Say, hey, listen, no problem if you want to be on it. You should let him know that. Say, hey, listen, it's not an issue if you want to be on it. See what he says right there.
All right.
He might even say, "Are you sure?" And if he says that, then you end it.
Okay. Thank you, Benny.
Well, I appreciate you, Jess, and best of luck with him. I hope it works out with you guys. Here's the thing, right? I want to emphasize, I'm more pro relationship than anything else. I'm not one of these dudes that's like, oh, leave his ass. I think it's stupid. And I understand your frustration about it, but I do think it's worth saying, okay, listen, I'm going to get off him. You get off him. Or do you even want to get off him? Because if you don't want to get off him, you just let me know and tell me. Like, if we're going to advance this thing, then we can advance it. If you are hesitant on it, you can let me know, and I'll respect you for it. If you say it like that, as opposed to saying, I thought you were going to get off it. What are we doing here? I mean, aren't we grown adults?
Yeah.
By the way, the more you use that, I thought you were going to get off it attitude, whatever it is you have, whatever that is, he's going to leave you and he's going to cheat on you.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're contributing to, I'm just saying that's going to give an ignition to him. He's going to be like, "Ugh, why don't you just, I'm telling you right now, the more you approach it in a way like I just did, he's going to be like, yeah, you know what? I really do like this girl. I like the way she handled that. That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Makes sense.
and you would ask me, you'd say, well, how would you know? Well, because I'm 38 and he's 37. I get it. So that's what you should say, in my opinion.
Okay. I will.
All right.
Thank you, Benny.
Listen, Jazz was sweet. Jazz was nice. You know, we like a little jazz. You know, listen, here's the thing. I needed to recalibrate that. Dating apps, I understand why people are offended and frustrated about the dating app usage. I'm pro relationship on my opinions. I don't just sit up here just for entertainment purposes and tell you to leave the dude just because he's on a dating app. I get it. But there might have been a miscommunication along the way. There might have been a miscommunication along the way. Many others will tell you, oh, he's trying to have this and he's trying to go there. We don't know. I'm saying he might not even have thought about it. I don't know. Okay. We don't know. We just don't know. That's why I said you might as well have the conversation. I'm pro conversation over everything. And there's ways to have the conversation, and there's ways that don't typically tend to work with that kind of conversation. And I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Yeah, listen, everything is worth it when it comes to this kind of stuff. Everything is if you can look back at something like this in any scenario and say, I gave it my best. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a fun fact about what I do. I don't think you guys understand the level and the amount of times that I have either sessions or call-ins or conversations personally, one-on-ones, across the board, of people, women, that are fearful of having conversations about things with their significant others in the first 6 months. And they're fearful because they think that having specific conversations is going to end things. It's going to make him say, okay, this is more difficult than it is. Listen, it's important to put things on the table. I did a video about this earlier. You got to put things on the table. You got to see where people lie. And if you can't put it on the table, anybody can look back and say, well, we never really had that convo. And by the way, in their head, even more objectively, they'd be right. You never had that convo. There was no convo to be had. But when you do have the conversation, there's always a point of reference that both of you know, both of you understand. We both had this conversation. We both kind of agreed. We both said, yeah, there's always a point of reference. And then there's justification if somebody doesn't follow through on certain things. Right now, many of you have no justification to do anything because it's all in your head. Many of you play movies and reels in your head about what to do and what not to do. It's all theory. It's all a story that's been created. And that's what I've come to learn. Not from her, by the way, Jazz was sweet, but in general. Most of this stuff is in your head. And many of you end relationships and situations and early stage things and dating early because the stories you play in your head. And that's why when I was doing my TikTok show most of the time, that's why it became a little more popular, is because I would dig my nose and realize, wait a minute, they never actually had conversations about any of this shit. They're just drawing conclusions. They're telling me all the amped up energy they have about this. And I said, well, what'd you tell him? And most of them would say, well, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Girl, what you been swimming in the water? Get out the water. Take a tan. Why are you dipping your feet in the water, having a grand old time, drawing up stories, listening to Shakira? Like, what are we doing? At least put some Adele on or something. Get some class in you. Get some class, bro. Listening to Cardi. I'm sure you are listening to Cardi. And that's why your relationships are hardly working. Cardi equals hardly working. Because they're not going to work. Yes, this is for anybody who wants to call into the show. You got to hit the link in the chat. It's pinned. You just can't miss it. You can't miss the link. I pinned it in the chat, pal. So if you want to call in. And by the way, yeah, I could take some questions in the chat. I could take some questions in the chat. If you have a question, I'll answer in the chat. We can have a good convo. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Give it a chance. That's right. That's right. Anybody wants to call in, you got to hit that link. It's obviously in the description and it's pinned in the chat, so you can't miss it. Bing. I got to keep reminding people of that because some people come in new and some people really don't hear. And by the way, YouTube's a new platform for many of what I'm doing. What if he doesn't? Okay. Someone says, actually, Jordan says, what if he doesn't react well when you bring up red flags? Well, it depends on what the red flags are. And it also depends on how you bring up those red flags. Do you bring up those red flags in bad faith or do you bring them up in good faith? Why don't you call in, Jordan, and we can practice? You want to call in and practice how to bring up red flags to somebody? You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. I will walk you through that, and I will tell you exactly why this is going to have some effect on him and why this one will have a different effect on him. Miriam, is that you? Oh, that's Miriam. All right. Is it better to bring up a hard convo on a date, phone call, or plan it out and say we need to talk? No. It's better. No. Hard conversations. I don't know what the kind of hard conversation you're talking about, but let's just say I do. Hard conversations are better to bring up in person. And they're better to bring up unplanned, honestly. And I don't know what kind of hard conversation we're talking about here, but like this isn't a debate. And when you treat it like a debate, like both sides have to get ready for a fight or combat or debate, people act in defense and they come prepared to defend their point. Regardless what it's for, they come in defense, and defense is not good faith. Defense is bad faith. So you need to, if you want to bring up a topic, it should be kind of off the cuff, so it seems as if it came out and it's good faith and it's you guys are in this together. But if it's drawn ahead of time, it sounds like a debate. You know what I mean? How do you get over a sudden breakup while still both in love, but one party is afraid of commitment? Well, see, I have a lot of questions associated with that one specific question. And the reason I have a lot of questions with that is I need to know how long. I need to know age. I need to know how long. I need to know if there's any previous marriages or kids involved. See, I do this and I dig and I ask questions for a reason because I don't just answer things right off the bat. I think it's really important that you understand breakups are hard to get over in general. Breakups are not easy. You may still be in love, but then I'd have to ask why the breakup occurred in the first place. You understand, right? Okay. All right. Hello.
Me?
Hi.
It's Cassie. Are you talking to me? Sorry.
Hey, now I can hear you. Okay.
Oh God. I've been like watching your show for so long.
You have?
Yeah. On TikTok usually. And I was like, you said last night that you were going live today.
Ah,
And so I
yes.
I came over to your YouTube. All
Oh,
right.
I
I have
love it.
like
Well, welcome, girl. And
great.
where are you calling from?
I'm calling out of Boston.
Boston. Love a little Boston. And age?
Yeah. I'm 37.
Okay, cool. Hit me.
All right, so I have like a complicated situation, but all right,
Uh-oh.
well, it's only complicated in my mind. Okay, so I
Uh-oh.
have a 6-year-old son. He just turned 6, right? And his dad and I aren't together. I moved like him and I like split up, like moved away from each other about like 3.5 years ago. Okay, I moved back into my parents' house. It's like great little situation. But his dad lives like an hour away. Okay, so he has his like visitation at my house in like the spare bedroom because it's just like work between like work and he works overnights and it just like makes sense. We like co-parent fairly well, even though I can't stand the guy. Like for all intents and purposes, we have this child together, and I'm trying to be like a good mom to my son and get along with his dad for like the longevity of my child's life. Okay, so that's that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first moved out here, um, like to the new area of Massachusetts that I live in, right? I met this other guy. His name happens to be Ben too. So he's a really great guy. Right. I knew from the rip he like liked me, but like I was like strictly friends, right? Like I was like, no, we can be friends. And that's kind of like where my boundary has held to, okay? Because for like for many reasons, but most notably because I just have like a lot going on. My focus is on my child. I have my son's father staying here. Like I'm not interested in like pursuing a relationship and all of that it takes, right? But and like I have like so I like I said, I've listened to your show a long time, so I kind of already like know how you're gonna feel, but I'm just gonna call it anyways because I want to get it like off my mind. And I wouldn't
Sure.
do it on TikTok because the guy's like on TikTok and
Ah, okay.
you probably see that I like went live on TikTok or something and
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
tuned in. So I was like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so anyways, like I really he's like great to me. He's really great to me. But there's a couple other things, right? He's 49, so he's almost 50. He wants to have a child. He's been like pressuring me about like marriage. And I'm like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes. And I'm like, I do communicate all this. And I feel like I've been very clear about what I'm looking for. And um I I just don't know. It's like we're like good friends. I don't want to like break off like the friendship, situationship, relationship, whatever the fuck I have going on. But it's like to the point where I like start questioning what it is that like what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, do I just like fucking break this guy's heart and be like, you know what, you never wanted to be my friend to begin with, even though the friendship has like this has been like past like 6 months where he's really like been like, I really like basically I really like you. And I'm like, well, that's nice, but like my circumstances haven't changed. And he's been like more vocal, like, oh, you shouldn't have your kid's father sleeping over there. You should tell him he should drive. I'm like, "What? Drive fucking 2 hours to, like, see his kid on his, like, one night off? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's not that's not your call to say that." You know what I mean? So it's caused, like, some, like, contention between us, but then I basically just stand 10 toes down on my boundaries, and I'm like, you know, "It's your choice. Like, if you wanna walk away, then you can do that, and if you wanna continue, like, being friends and hanging out with me when I have availability as being, like, a pretty much a single mom, then I enjoy your company, and I like that." But you know, after my son's father, I was pretty much like, I never want to be with another man ever again. And like this guy is really, really sweet to me, but that doesn't mean like I want to just like have a baby and get married and like change my whole life and like move into his like bachelor pad, which is like what he wants. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought we were friends. And like I've heard you say like guys and girls can't really be friends, but like I'm really playing strong onto that.
So I'm sorry. So you're friends with this guy?
Well, yes, the whole relationship was based off of a friendship in the very beginning. Like I struggle with like I'm uh clean and sober now. I have about 18 months, a little over 18 months since I've had a drink, but I met him in the program, right? So like if you know anything about that, they say, you know, stay out of relationships for a year. And like I'm just trying to like figure my life out. I don't want a relationship. So I did think that we were friends, which we
Which
are, but he wants
how
more.
though? Like how, right? I'm gonna question your definition of friend. And here's the thing. I don't even have to. You know what you're doing.
I'm like looking at you while I'm like sitting here and
Yeah,
speaking to
because
you.
you know what you're doing.
Like, but he makes it so easy, like, he is good to me, like, you know what I
Okay,
mean? Like,
so
but I
I
that doesn't mean I want a relationship.
that's
So
fair. But as long
and it's
you
great to
all
my kid too, but it still doesn't mean I want a relationship. And
so okay, so let
but
me
he
ask you a question.
does, is
So
the point.
okay, so you kind of just really appreciate his attention.
No, I honestly almost this is where the point yeah, like, yeah, word jumble. Um, this is where it's at. It's like the pressure is getting to me where I'm about to be like, I don't want to hang out anymore because I don't feel like you can handle like the dynamic anymore, and it's become too hard for you, and I'm not willing to like change
What
my
dynamic?
dynamic.
What
Like
dynamic?
the friend, like the friendship dynamic, because like I said, he's over here being like, "Well, I want to get married. I'm getting older. I want a
Oh,
baby." And I'm like, "You're fucking over the hill, guy, and a baby at 50. I'm about ready to. I'm going all gray with the 1 6-year-old I have, just trying to keep my head on straight. I got like my kid's father staying here, and you're like trying to dictate how my life goes." So I'm like,
but okay, okay, okay.
"Yeah, okay."
But why do we have to keep referring to the friend thing? You've been
Because like
intimate with this guy?
friendship,
You've been intimate with this guy?
like 5 times in 6 months. So
Well, there you
yes.
go. There you go. How's he your friend?
But well, because I was trying it out, and this is after, like, 3.5 years.
Okay. Can I ask you a
So,
question?
on, like, New Year's, when you, like, took me
Sure.
away to, like, a really nice place, like, Foxwoods, and then, like,
Sure.
Valentine,
Sure. Okay. So you just okay, so you like his
which he
attention.
doesn't really appreciate
So you
that,
like
like,
his
he wa
attention. So you like his attention.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but,
Yeah.
like, not
That's
really
it.
because
Yeah, you like his attention. That's it. Like,
yeah,
all
but
right,
I
let me
don't
ask you a
like the
question. All
pressure
right, let me
but I don't
ask you a
like the
question.
pressure that comes with it.
Okay, so here, okay, let me draw a question to you. Let me propose a question to you.
I just wanna see how far, like,
I'm sorry?
so I'm just trying to gauge, like, how like, based on what you think, like, should he walk away or should I walk away? Or should we just be friends?
I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Okay, okay, I'm listening.
Number, and let me just start off by saying number three, what you just said, the third option is not an option. So, and you know that, but you're playing games, so you like to think it is. Um, let's say this, right? Let me give
Mhm.
you an example here.
Okay.
Let's say you had a friend come to you, a girl,
Mhm.
right? And the girl says to you, she says, I've been seeing this guy, let's just call it a year. And I slept with him a couple times. And he refers to me as a friend. He keeps hanging out with me, even though I want something more, but he doesn't want anything more. And now he's just calling me friend. But he kind of likes hanging out with me, but he doesn't see this moving forward. And he calls me friends, but he still wants to sleep with me sometimes, whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
Who's in the wrong?
Okay, so can't it just be a casual fucking
No,
go with
hold
the
on.
flow,
But
no
hold on.
strings
Who's in the
attached?
wrong? I'm saying.
I think I was in the wrong. If
Who?
it's just this, I don't think either is in the wrong. I just think it's like the circumstances, like the
So you don't
where
think
life's at.
no, not true at all. So you don't think anybody else, you're only saying that because this is your shoes, but you don't think that everybody else will look at it and be like, why is that guy leading her on? He knows he doesn't want nothing with her. He knows she wants more, and he's still leading her on. You don't think they would think that?
I mean, nobody's like telling him that. My friends aren't like telling me that. Like I have like some pretty good girlfriends, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just like,
Why would
I've
they tell you?
been
Because they
honest.
see, of course
I've
they're
been
not going to tell
honest
you
the
that.
whole time with being like you know what I mean?
Okay,
So it's like,
fine. Okay, fine. How about this? Let me pose it to you a
okay,
different way. Let me post everybody in the chat a different way. Let's say I was hanging out with a girl. The girl wanted more of me. I didn't want any more with her. But I told her, I said, yeah, I like hanging out with you. I like sleeping with you. But I don't want anything I don't like she wants more with me and I don't want more with her, but I keep hanging out with her. Who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong?
well, somebody should have higher standards if that's what they want. Like they
But
should
but
walk
but,
away.
but if
I don't
I
think
keep hanging
either's
out
wrong.
with but if I keep
And
hanging out with
then you're
her,
glutton for punishment. I don't know. So like, have you know the movie He's Just Not That Into You?
yeah.
Do you know which movie I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do.
He literally referred to himself as Gigi the other day, and I laughed hysterically because I was like,
I know
"Oh,
you
what the
find it
fuck?"
I know you find it fun and sweet,
It's
but
not
the point
funny, but, like, it's
it
just
is. It is to
diabolical.
you. But until he says, you know what, fuck this. I don't want anything to do with this girl anymore. Then okay, you get no more,
But then
and
that
that's
but
what
in
you should
that
do.
case, he wasn't in it for the long haul anyways, because I haven't you know what I mean? Like, I don't
What the
know.
hell are you talking about?
People
Oh
can
my
be friends
God.
for 20 years
You're not
down the line.
friends.
So,
He's sleeping with you.
no, he has.
Doesn't
We
matter.
have,
Intimacy has
minimally.
occurred. Where's the friendship? There's more to it. There's
You can't
something
be
else
friends with
driving.
benefits?
No, there's something else driving the
That's
boat.
not a
And it
thing?
can't just be friends with benefits because he wants more than benefits.
But, like,
Listen, you do whatever you want. You want to keep him
no,
around? That's on you.
I'm listening to you. I just,
You
like
know, I think you should do
I
what you want. You want to keep him around? You can keep him around. I'm just saying that you know what he wants and you still keep him around. And I think that's wrong, in my personal opinion. Because if it was any guy doing that, he would be a dog. He'd be a lead on dog.
Yeah.
Everybody would call him a dog, left and right. They'd be like, yo, this guy's a dog. Why is he leading this poor girl on? She wants more. He doesn't want more, and he's still sleeping with her, still hanging out with her. Even if he's not sleeping with her, he's still hanging out with her. Why is he hanging out with her if he doesn't want her like that? If you're just his friends and she loves him, what would they call him a
Because he
dog?
likes your company.
No, it's not true. And that's your justification to keep this going. But
So do
anyway,
I tell him that? Because because I do communicate. I have like a big, wherever I'm from, I like to just say what's on my mind. So I'm gonna be like, listen, I went on this dating show last night and I spread out our whole situation. And he told me that there's no such thing as friends. You don't want to be my friend. And that if there's nothing more anytime in the near future, that we should just stop hanging out altogether. He'd fucking start crying if I
but
said that.
why do you have to why do you have to use the show as a scapegoat?
Because that's where I got my insider
Why don't you
information
just know?
from.
No, I think you came here for a reason to say that to him. I think you already know what the right thing is. Why do you have to use the show? Just say, hey, listen, I've been thinking about it. I don't think this is gonna work.
And so you just throw years of friendship down the drain because it's not going to work in an intimate relationship setting. Like,
Because that's what he
even though
wants.
one
He
person,
doesn't want to be friends with
but
you.
can he learn to not want that?
Nope.
Why? I
Nope.
tried to convince him otherwise. I'm like, you don't know what's good for you. I know I seem cool, but I'm way different as like a girlfriend. It's true.
He should
I'm a cool.
bounce. He should bounce. Poor guy doesn't know what he's getting himself into. He should get the fuck out of
Dude,
here.
for real.
He
For
should
real.
leave this. But the poor guy, man, poor fucking guy.
So nice. But no, I mean, like, I mean,
All right, listen. You can do what you want, but understand something. I believe in this. I believe
Mhm.
karma comes back around.
Mhm.
So I do believe it.
I believe it too. I
Okay.
don't think I've been bad to him at all, though.
I'm
Like I
not saying you're
said,
bad. I'm not saying you're bad.
no,
I don't think you're
I
bad. I think
definitely
you're a really
haven't
nice
been.
person. I think
No,
you're a nice person.
I really am. Honestly, like
I believe you
I am
are.
nice. I'm
But if
just
you really
literally
want to
getting
take somebody,
insight. No, I don't want to hurt anybody, and like I'm like
but
just
you
like stuck
are.
in between.
You are.
Well, not yet. It will hurt
Okay.
them,
Okay.
right?
Okay, Cassie. Listen, best of luck for you. I hope you guys work it out. I hope you do what's right.
All right, I'm just gonna keep listening to your show and get some more.
All right. Get off my feet.
All right,
No,
all
go end
right,
this with him. Okay,
all right,
bye-bye.
good night.
Oh, holy bejeezy. AJ, DV, I see you guys in the queue. I will get to you in a second. Wow. You know, I think that you guys have to understand. It's all fun and games when a guy likes you and is giving attention to you and wants to be with you and you don't want to be with him. It's all fun and games when it's casual and can't you just do this? But if this were a guy, and this is the picture I was trying to paint to you, some of people didn't get it. I'm telling you right now. If this were a dude leading the girl on like this, everybody would say, poor girl, Yeah, she should make the decision to understand and leave, but everybody would say, why does he keep giving her attention? Why is he leading this poor girl on to think she has a shot for long term and longevity when he knows damn well he doesn't? And they would tear him down. They would tear him down. Flamed up. Hello.
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 Hi, Benny. Oh my
Hey.
God, finally.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, good. I've been trying to call in for like the past few weeks.
Really? Here?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I there was like a technical difficulty. I fixed it.
Ah, very good. AJ,
Yeah.
where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how old?
29.
Okay. What you got for us, girl?
Okay, so I was seeing this guy for like 2 months. At first it was like casual, but then like we hit it off pretty quickly. We had an amazing first date, and then he like asked me out again. We started going out a lot, and like things like progressed very quickly, and we both are like we're very like attracted to each other. Chemistry was amazing. We were both like very comfortable. He was very like sweet, very consistent. He gave me like everything I was always looking for. And then when it like I started having feelings, I was like, okay, like I'm not really looking for a situationship here. So if you wanna like do casual, like I'm not really into it. And he was like, yeah, no, I also I don't like that. And so he gave me like the impression that he wants something serious, right?
Okay.
And then like like a week later, he traveled, had vacation, and I was like, okay, maybe like when he goes, he won't like talk to me as much, and I was okay with it. But like I was pretty pleasantly surprised that he was like contacting me every day. Like he always makes time to like either call me or text me or whatever, like to ask about my day. And like I was like really starting to like this guy. And then like so after he came, we went to on a date. Like he straight out like took me on a date right after he came, and I sent him like this new museum I wanted to check out, and like he booked the tickets before he even like arrived back. So anyway, like I'm sorry, like long story short, after that date, I was expressing to him like how attracted I am to him and how like interested I am. And then he like freaked out a bit, and then he was like, "Hey, I don't really want to lead you on, but like I'm not looking for something serious."
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, "Okay, well, I'm pretty surprised, but like I'm not looking for something casual, and I really like you, and I thought you really liked me too, so I think we should like end this." And he was like really upset about it, and I was like, well, you can't be upset because I already told you before. And I got like a bit confused because I was like, he was doing everything right, and he was making time for me, and like, you know, he's a busy guy, he has like a big corporate job or whatever, and he was always making time for me and everything. So I was like, you confused me and led me on, so I don't know what's going on. And we ended up having like another like conversation about what went wrong. And he was like, oh, I feel like I'm just afraid it won't work out and stuff. And like, oh, I had like really bad experiences in the past, and I've been cheated on, and blah blah blah, all of this. And I'm like, I really like you, and I'm kind of scared that it won't work out. And I was like, well, everything is risky. Like if you're too scared, then you shouldn't do it.
Okay, so where's it at today? Let's move forward.
Okay, I'm sorry. I talked too much. Um, so basically, we decided and we agreed on like staying where it would go like seriously, and we started talking about future plans, and everything was going amazing. And then all of a sudden, like he was like, "Oh, I think I don't feel good about this anymore, and I want to end things."
All right.
And I mean, I'm so heartbroken, and I don't understand. I called him up. I was just like he was here like a week ago, like to come visit me. Like I'm in a different city, and I was moving. I'm still moving there to
Wait,
his
how
city.
far is
Like
he from you? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's get to it. How far is he from you?
so, he's in the capital. I was there too, but I'm eventually moving there in early September because I have studies there or whatever. And we're like a 2 hour plane ride from each other right now.
How old is he?
He's 31.
But what's there to really consider here? I mean, I feel like he's been pretty straightforward with his words. Don't you agree?
No, well, the thing is, like, when he just texted me and he wanted to end things, and I called him and just was like, just can you just explain like what happened, what went wrong, like, and he was like, I don't know, like I don't feel comfortable anymore, and blah blah. And I was like, that's bullshit. Like, don't bullshit me. I feel like you have feelings for me. I have feelings for you. And then confessed, and he was like, yeah, I have uh, two strong feelings for you, and I'm scared. I don't know. I know. I feel so stupid.
I want to end things with you. No, you don't, man. Who you playing with? You don't want to end things. Come on, man. Come back home. You know what the deal is. You know you like me. I know you like me. You know you like me. Why you gotta play games with her? You don't want to end things with me. Come on, let's stop.
Because
playing games.
he's acting like very confused. And then after I said that, like, I'm not crazy. I swear, after I said that, he confessed he loves me. So I'm like, so what's going on then? He's like, I feel like you're too good for me. I don't deserve you. I am depressed and I have problems.
So you have to talk him into what? You think you have to talk him into liking you?
No, it's because
But okay, no. Here's the thing, right? Ladies, understand this. You have to listen to what men say. A lot of you think you know him better than he knows himself. See,
But
you're making
what-
him tap. Here's the thing: what's going to happen? How many times you're making him tap dance around the fact?
What's the fact?
If it's
that
not
he
going to
doesn't want
be,
me?
if it's not going to be that, hey, I'm not really ready. It's going to be something else. Then it's going to be like, I'm just depressed. I got other things to work on. It's getting in the way. You're making him go around the issue of him saying, I don't want you. Now,
Okay.
this isn't a reflection on you as a person, but my whole point of this is you can't push people to be in relationship with you, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If he ends up doing this, he's going to end up doing it. He's going to say, I knew I shouldn't have done it. I should have listened to my gut because I can't be in this. I was convinced to be. He was sold. Are you a salesman?
No.
Girl, you selling. You car
I
salesman?
would never want to like convince someone to be with me.
You wouldn't? You did.
I wasn't trying to convince him. I was just trying to understand.
That's not what it sounded like. It
I
sounded
don't
like
know. He
it
seems
sounded
like
like you did everything but put a knife to him and said, we're together now.
no. I mean, he also was the one who like brought up exclusivity and like he was like, I want to be exclusive with you.
Hold on, you're very confusing. The point is this: either he said he doesn't want to do this, or he does want to do this. Which one did he say?
That's the thing. He is confusing. So he said everything and then he's just like had a sudden change of heart because he was like, oh, I'm too scared. Like I think like things got too real for him. And he's like, I'm scared. And
'cause he
right
wants to
now
okay.
he's still talking to me and he's like, I'm so miserable and all of that. So I'm like, what? But then okay, we shouldn't talk. And then he's like, why don't you want to talk? So he's the one who's confusing me. I don't understand.
I understand this decently. I'm telling you, if he wants to break it off of you, and you every time he wants to do that, you call him up and talk to him about it and change his mind. This is a cycle. That's what I hear. I hear cycles. You convince him to come back, and he tries it again, then he doesn't want it anymore. I'm telling you, when you guys talk like this, you need to listen to him. You can't convince people. They need to be convinced. You can't try and no, I think you do. You definitely do. Come on. Last week you were just doing it. Yes, yeah, you want to be with me. I know. You can't do that. You just can't do it. And by the way, if you can try to, it's just not going to work out in your favor because people are going to go what they want, whether it's now or whether it's 6 months from now. And by the way, when people say things, you need to listen to them because they need to be responsible for what they say and how they feel.
But he said, I've never felt like this with someone before.
I don't care.
Like,
I don't care. Then we need to grow up.
and I'm so in love with you. I'm so attracted to you. I'm scared. I have like all of these problems. I think you could do better than me, blah, blah, blah.
Anybody in this chat, if a guy said, listen, I'm scared, I like you, but I'm scared, I'm just not ready to commit right now. I can't do it right now. Basically, he's doing every which way to say, I don't want to commit to you. And by the way, he might be seeing other girls.
I do have an anxious attachment. No, I don't know. Like, does he has a fear of commitment or he's just like
No,
playing with
guys,
me?
no. I don't know if he has a fear of commitment, but I'll tell you one thing. It doesn't matter what he says. He doesn't want it with you right now. That I can almost certainly say. That's one fact that I can get out of this conversation. This messy back and forth is that whatever we want to say about him, the one for sure is that he's not ready to commit to you right now.
Mm,
I don't know how we can even disagree on that point.
okay.
No?
I mean, yeah, I get you. I mean, I've been feeling so stupid.
My point is this. The power that you have, listen to me, the power that you have is not telling him how he feels. It's not going to work.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
power you have is letting people figure out their own mess. And when they're ready, they come back. Maybe you're here, maybe you're not.
Yeah.
And when they realize that you're not always going to try to convince them of their belief system, they go off and they do their thing. And then they realize at some point, either number one, they really do like you because you gave them the space and time, whatever you needed. And you didn't try to convince them. You're not a salesman. You let them go and sell themselves on you. That's the
Yeah.
power you have. And until you can understand that power, you're never going to force somebody to like you or commit to you.
Yeah.
So you got to give people, when people talk like this, you got to give them their thing. Stop trying to convince them it's not what they think it is. That's not going to do you any good.
Okay.
I truly don't think so. I think if he says, hey, I'm not ready right now, your response should be, hey, you know what? Okay. Well, either way, listen, it was great getting to know you. You know, when you're ready, you can always come back. I'm not sure if I'll be available, but you can give me a shot.
Should I
That's the
tell
way
him
that
that?
goes. What's that?
Should I tell him that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Like, should I not like shut the
Yep.
door completely?
Yeah, you need to push them on the rowboat away if they don't want it. You don't say, I'm getting on the rowboat too. Where are we going? How many times does he have to tell you? And if it doesn't hit you one way, he'll tell you in a different way. He'll say, I'm
Yeah.
depressed. And if that doesn't work, he'll tell you, I'm afraid of commitment. And if that doesn't work, he'll be like, I just don't know where my life's going. And if that doesn't work, I mean, how many times, in how many ways?
Yeah.
Whatever the way is, let him say it and let him go.
Mm.
If things are meant for you, they come back to you. If they're not, they don't.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to learn how to let go of control. You can't control this one.
Yeah. Well, thank you a lot for the reality check. I really needed that.
It's really important, AJ, for you to gain your power back. And your power back right now is you not trying to gain control of this relationship. When people tell you things, you got to listen to them because you gain power that way. And in your response, not trying to convince people. It doesn't work. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I've been through this. I've worked with couples on this. I've worked with people with this. It doesn't work.
It's just
They only
weird
get
that
resentful. They only get resentful towards you.
yeah, but it's also weird because last night I tried to like tell him I don't want to talk anymore and he got upset and I'm like, what is going on? Either you want me or you don't. Like what?
Yeah, he wants you. He doesn't want to commit to you. It's very clear to that.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
all right, AJ, you know. Best of
okay,
luck to
thank you
guys.
so much, Benny.
Best of luck to you, AJ. Best of luck to AJ, man. Come on, AJ. More like OJ. DV, I see you. I'm going to get to you right in a couple seconds. Whew. Damn. Okay, DV, you wanted to opt out or you want to opt in, pal? Are you backstage or are you not? Oh, there they go. All right. The glove did not fit. Oh, yeah. I never heard of somebody saying, I don't really want to take this forward. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know you better than you know you. I bet I know you better than you know you. And I'm going to tell you right now, you do want this. You do want this relationship. You do want this relationship. You do. I know you want this relationship. Now flow with me. Flow with me. Let's hang out. Come back to my place. We'll see how things go. But I know you better than you know you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know you want this, and we need to make this work. I won't accept you leaving me because I know that you don't want to leave me. Hypnotized. Shout out to Charlotte. Appreciate you. Nose, body reacts. Ego, pain, soul member. Oh, hello. Shout out to Charlotte. She hypnotizes dude, bro. She hypnotizes dude. Hello.
Hey Benny,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yep, I can. How you
Sorry,
doing?
this is a new platform. So
Ooh, somebody's excited. Let's go.
yeah,
You
um,
excited?
I am.
Girl,
How are
who's tickling
you?
who's tickling you over there like Elmo? You all
Who?
giggled up.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I jiggle when I'm nervous.
Oh, we love that. Okay. Hit us. What you got? Where you calling from?
From Chicago.
Chicago. All
Yes,
right. And how old?
27.
All right. All right. Hit us.
Um, I I downloaded the apps a month ago. Um, Last time I dated was a while ago. I was in a long relationship, so you know, felt ready to start meeting new people, not jumping into having a relationship, just get to know new people. I met someone, and at first it was very nice. He planned a lot of dates. Um, I think we went to 3 dates, and then he had a bachelor party coming. Um, he went to Europe, but he was texting every day, like sending pictures, and we didn't talk the whole day, just like little check-ins throughout the day. The trip was a week, and then he came back last week, and then he had to travel for work to New York.
Okay.
But there was no plan to see each other
Okay.
again.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm trying to be more intentional with what I want to instead of waiting for someone to propose a plan. I learned from before just having the initiative as well. So he didn't plan anything, but he kept texting, and I was honestly getting bored because he's like, "You are not saying anything." So I started sending hints of to plan something when he comes back. But
Okay.
he didn't. He didn't plan anything. The weekend passed. He hung out with his friends, I think. The weekend, he didn't see me. And then this week, he's not traveling for work. So we're in the same city. He keeps texting, sending pictures, and I'm honestly getting annoyed that Tuesday, which yesterday, I asked him if he wanted to grab a smoothie with me after work. He said that he was so busy, that he would love that, but he's so busy. And in my opinion, I get that he can be busy, but not that level of busy. And he keeps texting, sending pictures of his day, asking me how my day is going, and I don't want to keep engaging on that. But I just don't know if I'm being very like not flexible or understanding, or if it's just excuse that he's
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know.
Let's get to it. You ready? You want me to tell you exactly how to handle this?
Yes.
All right. How old is he, by the way?
He's 37.
37. And
Yeah.
how many times have you seen him in person?
3 dates, and then the fourth one, we walk back from work together
And how long ago was that?
before the trip.
The second
So
one. How long ago was the second date?
between the dates,
No, and how
or
long ago was the last time you went on an actual date with the guy? Is my question.
uh Wednesday 2 weeks ago.
What'd you guys do?
We went to a Peruvian restaurant here in Chicago to have dinner.
Are you Peruvian? Are you from
Yes.
Peru?
Sí.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay. And that was the last time you guys saw each other 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And he hasn't
Before
even
his trip.
hinted. And you're saying to me that you were hinting at a couple of things, even when he was away and he came back, and he's just been not signaling that he wants to see you at it next time, right?
He would say things like, "Oh yeah, we need to fix that. It's been so long." Like he will continue the hinting, but won't put a plan on the table. And I know he can do that because he had done that before, right?
Sure, sure. Now, have
Mm-hmm.
you guys been, intimate?
No, we
Okay.
we we kissed, yes, but no, nothing else.
Okay. So here's exactly what you do. You ready?
I'm ready.
Mhm. You say to him, you say,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, listen, Juan." I don't know what his name is, but let's just say, "Hey, listen, Juan. This is great and all, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really looking for a pen pal. And if you want to see me, I'm potentially open to that. And if not, no worries. Maybe it's just best we go our separate ways."
Okay.
Because you don't want him to keep doing this.
No, it
It's
gets
not.
boring. We're on the
I
same
ag- I,
city.
I
What's
agree. I agree with you. I agree. So I say, "Hey, listen, I'm just not really looking for a pen pal.
okay?
I'm looking for something a little more serious. And maybe we're misaligned here." Now, many people would say, "Well, she shouldn't have to do that." Well, if you like somebody a little bit more than you would like to, then yeah, it's worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt with this kind of statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, which I think you do,
That's what I'm trying, but I'm getting
yeah.
annoyed.
Oh yeah. Well, then this is the last straw.
yeah. Okay.
Last straw. Now you want to play it back to me? You want to pretend like I'm him? Go ahead.
Oof. Okay. Um. Hey Juan. His name is not Juan, but we're keeping the name. Blank. I know it's pen pal involved, and
It's okay. Speak
that's
from your
not
heart. Speak from your heart.
okay. Hey Juan, I've enjoyed getting to know you, but I'm not looking for a pen pal. If you're down to see where this goes, I could be open to that, but if not, I'm okay with it too. Just don't want to keep doing this texting thing.
Well, all right. I guess. How about Friday? You free Friday?
Yes, what you have in mind?
I was thinking about picking you up on a horse. I just got a new horse. We can go down and get some salsa. How's that work for you? You interested in that? Maybe some line dancing? Yeah.
Sure.
See, now we're on something. Now we're in business.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, girl. You go out and do that.
But should I? Okay, one last thing. Should I
Yeah.
just throw that comment? He sent me a selfie an hour ago. I'm like, I'm getting annoyed of his face at this point.
All right. So, yes, send it now.
okay.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
All
Appreciate
right.
you, DV. Have a good
Thank you
night.
so
Enjoy.
much.
Best
Have
of
a good
luck.
night, Benny.
All right. Now, I'm sorry, but if you're going to listen to her talk and tell me, she's not the cutest little goldfish, you're on crack. If you mean to tell me that she ain't the cutest little donkey roaming that city of Chicago, you're on crack, pal. She's about to go get what she wants. She's going to go get what she wants. And if she doesn't, Austin will be there to swoop her up. And if she doesn't, Austin's over there in Chicago, and he's about to go hit her up now. I know. I know. At 27, man, she's a little button. Cute as can be with that voice. Damn. That voice could seduce just about anybody. I had a hard time holding in a giggle, giving her a detailed walkthrough. She was good. She was good. She hit it dead on. She hit it dead on right there. Shout out to her. She's going to go get what she wants. I'll tell you that, though. Yeah. Cute as a little button. You could see her. Honestly, she has the voice. Now, take this as a compliment. She has the voice. You ever see those cartoons of like baby donkeys roaming in the backyard? And they're doing like circles like in the play, and they're jumping over things and they're playing. She has a voice of one that would stop playing and come over to you and just talk to you. That's the voice. Well, all right. She has that voice. I mean, how can you even turn that down? What a scrub is dealing with her that's going to turn that down. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. She got the voice of a donkey, bro. A pretty little donkey with hair that flows when it goes through the air. Like that. And all of you are imagining that now. So I'd say to you, you don't have free will, because I just painted a picture in your head. You could control if you saw that or not, because you heard that voice attached to it. Shit is cute as a fucking button, man. Damn. Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Austin. Thank you for the super chat, Austin. Damn. That shit was crazy. That should have everybody mesmerized. That shit was good. All right. Wow. What a night. What a night. That was a beautiful night. That was a beautiful night. Now, I'm going to end this off the right way. The last green flag that I started off with tonight, number 10. Number 10, the last green flag. If they can make you feel as good and as happy and as cheerful and as open for a good time as DV just made us feel from Chicago, the donkey, the happy little donkey that's going to run around that backyard, hair flopping and topping, if they can make you feel like that, don't overlook that green flag. That's a hoof you don't want to miss. That's the 10th green flag. And for that reason, I think we're going to end the stream tonight. All right. Now, guys, all I'm going to ask you to do is I need you guys just to like the stream before we end the stream. I just want you to hit the like button. And I just want you guys to subscribe right now. While you're here, I'm going to ask you, everybody here, one thing. Just hit the subscribe button. That's it. Just subscribe to the damn channel. That's all my ask tonight. I'm not asking for anything more. If I added any value to your evening tonight, you hit that subscribe button right now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because this is, I'm putting a lot of eggs in this basket because I want to take this. I want to do this show. This is my show. I love this show. I've been doing this show for 3 years over on TikTok. And I want to bring it here because I love it so damn much. It is a different show over here. That's my ask. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Much love to everybody in the chat. Everybody who sent a super chat. Austin, everybody else. Shout out to you guys. I feel for that dude who doesn't pick that Chicago girl because Austin's going to come for her. Austin's going to go find that accent. Austin's gonna be in bars listening for that accent. Where's she at, man? Where's she at? I'm listening for that little Minnie Mouse accent, that little donkey accent with the hair flowy. I'm listening for that. All right. And that's it. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys calling in. I will see you guys tomorrow night, 9:45. If anybody wants to call in tomorrow night, call in tomorrow at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I appreciate y'all. See y'all then. Town.